Yep. The people will say this lady just made her hair
Check on my joy.
all through the boot camp.
Check on my joy.
All through the boot camp, you've been hairless.
Ew.
Okay, hairful.
Check on my joy, guys.
One second. I mean, can go back to submit during this. But in 1 second, he just comes so close like that. A run circle doesn't have contact poses like a. Can you hear me? So a run circle doesn't have contact poses like a walk circle, because the first pose of a run circle, the contact pose of a run circle has just one foot on the ground. Even the passing pose still has one foot on the ground. So it's a little bit more complicated to explain. But let me just show you how the body run circle should look like. Let me do this first. So I've changed our characters. I'm going to change our characters hand pose. First, turn my body this way and my head this way. Then my leg turn this way completely. Right. So I want a hand pose that looks cool. And this one will do. For this other hand, I also want a hand pose that looks folded for facing the camera. So this one should do. Right. Then I'm going to press for the left to freeze this for now. I could have freeze it from the beginning, but I'll just do it now so I don't forget. So I want, when the character is running, they lean forward. So you can't really make them lean forward by using your manipulates. You can do that to the upper body, but the lower body is kind of looking like this, which is not so good. So use the transform bone tool and you can bend this forward and backward. So I'm going to bend it just this much. Maybe raise that chest up a little and up in that head. Let me use this opportunity to make that forward. So for the legs, this leg has to be at the back, kind of like this. And I should raise up a little more. And this one goes forward and points like this. So since this leg is forward, it means this hand should be backward. And this one should be forward. And so this kind of looks like a one goes now. This kind of looks like a running pose now. So since I'm satisfied with this, I'm going to copy all this, yes, and paste it. For now, I'm going to paste this in 2024. It is going to look kind of slow, but I think it's fine.
Yes.
So I can still make it reduce the keyframes, space between the keyframes a little bit later on to make it faster. So I'm going to go to frame 12 and I'm just going to do the opposite of what I did here. I'll take this backward and this one forward. Notice this. So I'm kind of using this as a guideline for how forward my foot should be. So another way you can do that is with your onion skin. So I didn't teach you about onion skin earlier.
And then we have to do the hands.
So yeah, I've not done anything yet in front. So how your onion skin works is, you know how onions have layers? Yes. Where there's a layer within a layer and another layer on top of that layer again. So if you turn on your onion skin, this thing is going to pop up here. I don't know if you can see it. Are you hearing me? I think Timmy is doing something else.
No, I just want to.
Okay. So if you turn on your onion skin, you're going to have this thing up here. So anywhere you click on this black part of the timeline, an onion skin is going to appear. If you click on it again, you're going to turn it off. But what onion skin does is that it shows you the future and the past of your animation. as long as you've animated something. So if I create one here at 24, it's going to show green. Like you see this green stroke around my characters. It shows that at the future of the character. If I put one here, it's going to show red. That's the past. So I'm going to click here in frame 1 because I want to get this exact same pose kind of. So with my onion skin set at frame 1, I can move this leg back and you see that the image of the leg and the past is still showing. And I can take this one and put it just exactly where this other one was before. It's not looking so high. But it's not always the exact because they are not the same leg. So this much is fine. And I'll bring this one up here. Remember to fix this bend in the knee. You use your transform tool and you don't click it from here. Otherwise, even if it fixes, you are going to dislocate you can see the leg bone is pointing upward now. Yeah. You're going to dislocate the leg. So click in the center and drag.
Click in the center.
Opposite direction. Like this situation.
And now it's too before you can see it.
You can now bend this. So remember I said it's not going to be exactly the same since they are different legs. But it can be close enough. So I'm going to take this arm backwards.
I got the hand so I can stick one hand.
And then, okay, maybe this.
And
then this forward. Now I can turn off my onion skin and press Ctrl F to freeze that pose. So in between.
No, she looks so good. What is it? That mean pose looks so first. The mean pose looks so first. Like 6 and 18, they look so first.
I need to make sure so. Okay, so the same way the same way with the walk circle, where the forward leg has to be straight down under the character, is the same thing we are going to try to do. So I think I made this mistake. So this bone, even if you bent it, it should still be down like this in frame 1. So since I've made an adjustment for that bone in frame 1, I'm just going to copy everything from frame 1 again and paste it that in frame 4. And in frame 12, I will need to only copy a keyframe from this bone. Remember what I said earlier? I'll just say it again. I've said it like 5 times in this class, but I'll say it again anyways. So when you select a bone, the bone turns red, and every other bone is still bluish. So your timeline is separated into this white and red. Forget about these other colors you're seeing down here. They are just representing these bones with specific colors, like this yellow bone, this purple bone. So you can forget about them. But your timeline is just separated into these white and red portions. So whenever you select a bone, whenever I click on a bone, the keyframes you see on the red part, let me show you an example, for instance. So I've clicked on this bone now, we have a keyframe here on the red part. Let's say I click on a different bone, that keyframe you had on the red part has disappeared. Because this red line only shows the keyframes for the bone that is selected. Do you understand? So if I click on this bone again, this keyframe is going to appear again because it is selected and this red line shows the keyframes for only selected bones. While the white line shows the keyframe for all the bones, which is why even after I've clicked on a different bone, this keyframe still shows here, but it doesn't show here anymore. Do you get? So, actually you can see, but what I'm doing is still what you're showing.
No, I'm blocking everything.
So if you click on the selected bone, you can adjust the keyframe for the selected bone by adjusting just here. If you adjust anything on the white line, it's going to cause a change in all the bones put together. So I said all of that to explain how we can copy. You know, we bent this bone downwards in frame 1, and copied it from frame 1 and put it on frame 4. So we need to do that same thing on frame 4. So for that, we can just copy the keyframe from just the red parts, not all of them now. You copy for all of them and you paste it on frame 12. They are going to change the whole frame from 12. So just copying from the red part and pasting it in frame 12, we bring the keyframes for this frame to frame 12. I don't know if that was easy to understand, but I think it is. So for the next part of the running pose, which is the passing pose, I will have to do the trial and errors. But I can't really think of how to achieve that. But it's basically follow the same principle as a walk circle, where the foot that is forward comes straight down under the character, and the one that's behind is bent at the knee. So for that, we are going to go to frame 6. This leg is the one that's forward. So at frame 6, I'll just bring it down here into like this. And straighten this one up, like so. So, again, this one backwards a little bit more. I don't know if this is how it should look, but let's see what it is. Okay, that's how it should look. So, I'm going to just copy this Ctrl C and paste it in frame 18. There are still some other things we need to add, like for instance, a skirt is no longer covering our legs anymore. So we are going to fix that. So for frame 18, we just have to bring this one down and take this one up. So if you notice what I did, I'm kind of using the shadow again to as a kind of guideline for how far the leg should go. So when the leg is forward, I had it here. And when it's backward, okay, I think I can change some backward a little more. Okay, I did it right there. So when it's backward, I put it close to the edge of the other shadow. So notice that at this point, skirt is leaving her skirt is leaving her legs, or her legs are leaving her skirt. And this leg, I think it came up a little bit too fast. So when you're running, there are points in your run circle where your legs are not running.
This guy has skirt has slits.
As a professional,
Because her legs are showing.
Experience is good. What
Exactly.
if you look at this image, for instance,
the professional.
this image is like a reference for example. I learned animation from this platform, Animscope. So you can see that there are points in your run circle, like here for instance, where the whole leg is off the ground.
As a professional runner, I've never experienced this.
Let me see if you are a professional runner.
When someone is
Show me running now.
That's why you look.
Your own is quite cool.
See the one you show.
You go like you say your own is
So I think you can see it in this video. Make sure that there's a point when both
Yeah.
As a professional runner, I've definitely experienced this.
She's running and jumping. This one is exercise.
whenever you run, your feet doesn't, even for animals, your feet doesn't stay on the ground all the time. Because you have to keep off from the ground to put your other foot forward.
okay, this
Your professional dragon.
So there are points when you're running where your feet, where both feet do not touch the ground. But for this, I think at this point we can still have feet on the ground, or bends, like this looks. I think this looks better. Where her feet is on the ground, like this. Let me just do the same thing here. Go two frames. Bring this one down, straighten it, and then go for 2 frames. And then skirt, you notice that there are some bones here in her skirt that you can use to animate the skirt. Because we need to animate the skirts in situations like this now, for instance. If there are no bones in the skirt, you can't animate it. You just wanted to have bones in it. Right, so I'm just going to use my transform going tool and bend this forward.
Is that transformed? Yes, it is.
So I'm just going to bend this forward. So her skirt has an inner part.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know when we need to use that. So at this point, I can bend this like this.
Can we start animation?
Just watch me doing it, because if you are starting animating now, you always be calling my attention that how do you do this? How do you get it? With me, I have to force my own to come and explain to for you one another, then come back again. So if I finish, I can now pay attention to all of you without being distracted. Okay, I've gone forward to the kind of like the height of the round circle here. And I'll just click on this, drag it forward.
Can I call it back later? I'm very busy.
I can't see this.
Here, this leg, I'm just using my right and left arrow buttons to find out the points where our skirt is.
Yes.
Moving frame by frame.
To move frame by frame.
You have to go through 24 frames.
So at this point, this is like the highest point in this particular part of the red circle. So I'm not going to raise the skirt a little bit more. Cover an area.
This is. Now you have so many points. I used to shout at me anytime I have fun. Okay, you
Because
used to
your
shout
points,
at me.
your points were unnecessary. But these points are very necessary. So at this part of the run circle, I'm just going to turn forward this way a little bit to give that. So you can see now that I've clicked on this red, this bone and has turned red. Those other keyframes that were here before are no longer showing. They are now showing the white line.
Yep.
So that just explains what I was talking about earlier. However, I select a bone. The keyframes for that bone are the only keyframes you can see on the red parts. Anyway, so her head is not moving. It's quite stiff, which might be easy.
I come on, sorry.
You're weird.
You like laughing and like you're going to museum or
Yeah, I can't be
you're
there.
like going to your friend.
Go on, thank you.
Are you paying attention? If you are to be tired, see people that they are teaching.
If she's going to a board, like, this looks quite accurate.
Yeah.
She like he's participating in a running competition. Yes, she's quite cute. She's not even moving.
Oh my god, this mouse has stopped functioning.
Yes, stop working in the house.
So what am I supposed to use? I'm worried about using this now.
Do you know all these kids say that this animated character is finer than Kiliwe?
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
Thank you. He was best for animated his moves.
How?
How?
It has
Here, right?
one of the principles of animation is appeal. So this character has more appeal than that Kiliwe.
Hey, a mouse.
Cute eyebrows are so thick.
Okay, stick eyebrows. But I don't know if it's finer than the new Kiliwe character.
New.
Yeah, nuclear character.
Why not?
So I just did something that I think you guys might want to pay attention to. So I adjusted all the so the eyebrows and the eyes. I made the eyes look like she's she's kind of squinting and she's leaving here. She's running to commit mischief. So
No, she's running away from stealing something.
I want to copy.
Stealing. I
So
said,
I want to copy the keyframes for just these bones and the eye. So I'm going to use my select bone tool. I've clicked on this one, and I'll just hold shift and select the other bones and this bone that controls the character eyes. Now if I copy just from this red parts, when I go to frame 12, I can paste. Okay. So now I can try to circle that round circle. Not the string to circle. I try to circle that round circle. So there's something I just noticed. So her feet are not fitting.
her feet are not.
So you see that she's still on her heels, even at this point in the circle, which shouldn't be. So at this point, I'm going to flatten the feet on the ground.
Maybe
Do the same thing again. I think this should be better. Let's see what it looks like. But it looks like she's running in slow motion. So
That's
to
normal.
fix,
But then she's running like she's trying to
like she's running in a dream. That's how it looks to me. So we're going to shorten the distance between your keyframes. Let's say you've made a run circle that we've done now, or you've animated something, but the movement is too slow or probably too fast. To fix that, what you have to do is select, just look at what I'm doing. Alex is not looking, I don't know what Alex is doing. So to fix that, click outside your character, your timeline rather, then highlight everything up to frame 1. Then if you hold, sorry not shift, if you hold Alt on the keyboard and you click on the last one, the very last keyframe, you can either expand it, and she usually goes to the long end in slow motion, or you can contract it, congest it. Now it's going to be a little bit faster.
no, I could be right.
Is that what we want to do?
No, but in the animation about that COVID like previous story before. One morning, like
That's not.
I'm the one that missed it.
Oh.
when he was running, like asking whether you're running on this. So
Okay, I added what do you call it, speed lines. Are you talking about the background that was running around?
yes.
So I added speed lines to the background to make it look like it was running fast. Let me see if I can find it. This is the animation.
See, this is new code looks fine.
Oh,
I don't think there's a difference.
oh, you could have a big friend.
This is new to you.
They're all
And the
grown.
horrible callback on it.
Why is Tiwa like a boy?
So,
See, they didn't see the new people.
Take it back.
let me see if I can find it.
Say I'm not a big friend.
Can you wait to turn to the English?
Say I'm not a big friend.
Yo, should I put all the characters running together in one?
Oh my god, Nick is honestly baby.
Oh, is he running on daylight? He's running on daylight.
So I added speed lines to make it look like they are running faster. I didn't put the speed lines here in Moho. I used another software to add the speed lines. So you won't see the speed lines here. And there are some mistakes I made.
They're all running in like.
They are running in
I'm finished animating.
some mistakes I made here that I'm having to see now. I didn't see it back then.
Thank God you saw them.
Stop, man. Stop. It's not running all at the same time, Jega. Jega is slightly over than this is slower.
Okay, I'll stop.
Some people run faster. Because you have money.
Anyway, that's like a bit.
No.
You have a very good point.
Wait, thank you for
So, part of the reason why this one setting looks better than the other one I did is because of the wheel. So this wheel is, I've seen something happening to us.
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Yes, but she's pregnant.
Oh my! Look at me pregnant there!
I'm going to just read it.
Bro, you can't be pregnant. Did you know that? You guys are
This point also.
I can't take you this year.
So I was saying earlier, part of the reason this thing here, what this thing does is that it turns off your bone. I don't know if you can see it. This is not just like an earpiece, like a headset rather.
Yes.
It turns off your bones and your points.
Right, and art.
Oh my goodness, what the? What
You
the?
know when you're creating your characters, we marked different parts of the character. You marked the
Yes,
eyes, you marked the hair, you marked everything.
Oh
So this thing here is for masking. So if you want to see what your masking looks like, you can turn it off.
Oh my days.
Here you can see how her teeth are inside her mouth.
Yeah.
You
So
see
this bouncing.
her hair.
Hey!
If she's turning left or right, this thing comes in to
Oh.
form the back of her
And
head.
her blush is doing weird things.
Yeah, her blush is now outside of the face. But if your mask is turned on, you won't notice that that's what's going on behind the scene. This is also part of the reason why you should try as much as possible not to have so many points in you. Like this scene just has 4 points. So you should try as much as possible not to have so many points in your animation. Because when you're doing all this and you have a lot of points, it's going to be so messy and so difficult.
Can you listen to what he's saying?
Even her eyes are like popping out of her face.
Like honestly, this is just this what used to happen to me.
Your teeth get.
Honestly,
So listen.
This happened, the head thing. Yes, did that thing.
Yes, it's-
she was bald. That's what, yes, like that.
yeah.
When Beryl was, yes, no, don't remember that she was not bald and her hair was green.
Yeah.
Can you put the mask in or my body is giving? What is that?
But this other one here, strong look effects. So the blush on her cheeks look like blush. But if you turn this off, you can see what they're actually made of. It's just a pink circle with two.
But sorry, please, what did you do this stuff that looks like glasses?
No, the one that looks like glasses is masking. Because it looks like a mask, like a face mask. This one with effects written in it. Turns off the
Shape
effects. So what part of what it does?
That's why your own was a circle.
If you're using
Mine's not
if you're using a system that doesn't have high steps, you might notice that your Moho is hanging when you have a lot of characters on the scene. So what I do most of the time when the Moho starts to hang, even if the system has high steps, sometimes your Moho just hangs and starts misbehaving.
Yeah.
So what I do most of the time when I'm animating is I turn off all of these things while I'm animating. And when I'm done animating, I can turn it off.
Right, give me one.
So this blush you're seeing here is just a simple oval shape with 2 lines inside of it. But they added a blur radius to it. Remember how we did the blur radius for, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Remember how we did the blur radius for the environment yesterday, the living room environment? Yesterday when we were animating the girl. So they added a blur radius to the blush to make it look like this.
Yeah.
You can see that the edges of the blush are now blurred.
Yeah.
That's why it looks that way.
Why you zoom out, everything becomes.
So
Everything gets to the point when you zoom out.
One more grade.
What time are they going from UK?
So I'm just trying to show you guys.
Can't be
I'm
intentional.
showing you guys more things you could do before. So if you go to scripts, you're going to see some options. One of the options here is camera and handheld camera. So if you want it to look like someone is like a person holding a phone and recording, you can click on this handheld camera, and what that does is, let me zoom out and show you some of my names. So it's kind of adds an animated camera effect. You will not notice it now because there's no environment. So it looks like the girl is just jumping around. But if there's an environment, let me see if I can find an animation that has an environment.
Find some random.
Wow.
And see something.
Let me do this. Let me just this kind of animation.
Yeah, this is what I saw. I saw this guy was looking for something.
Yeah,
What I did, yeah, or something like that. Then they now so that's his laptop. And then I told him that you have to
Is it a job you was looking for?
If I add this handheld camera effect to this scene now, you can reduce the amplitude, but it needs to look like it's actually holding the camera.
The person must have like.
carried my fine gas
Sorry?
and accident.
This one has like very shaky hands. Like, oh,
This
this.
that's like this. So that is what
I need to go think.
Yes, please. I've never seen this before.
I've seen it. I saw it on Instagram.
You have Instagram?
They started typing on.
I'm saying.
Yes, that's this is what I saw. Then I carried my fine gas and never looked at it.
Truth healing, truth from.
Is it sending through how? How do you even do
Yes,
it?
sir.
Chineke.
You said you've not seen it before. Let me see if I can find it.
I do not have a plan anything.
Another mystery. I need a better way to solve this.
Then you take it back. They have discount is what? They have mystery. You need better ways to solve it. And that's how we food is. Why do you instead of left click? Bro, if I click this, what happens? Nothing.
No, so I don't feel worse. I think it's what I need.
Well, I can't click this on this one. Okay, let me help
This is exactly what Timmy needs.
What I was watching, I saw it on Instagram.
Said it like 5 times.
Like I'm placing you as a character, like Jega now. I was looking for something.
That's what that was. Let's go back to the way. So the next,
All this camera.
there's something I want to show.
Then how does all this camera?
Orbit camera, if you have a 3D shape, your orbit camera moves around the 3D shape. But this character is a very flat character.
Where?
If you
Check this my
around
table.
it, you can see how flat
This
this
is my
character
chair
is.
and table here. On the floor,
It's a
you
very
see
flat
bag,
character.
red bag. There's water flags. So bring the water flag.
Oh my goodness, one more.
You can see
That
how,
looks curvy.
you can see how flat she looks actually.
Like,
Why are you showing all this, bro?
I'm just showing you the different tools you have.
There's
But if you have a 2D shape, a 3D shape rather,
Me too.
you know the size of the shape. And we turn on the orbit camera. You can actually go around is a what do you call it? This is a 3D shape. You can create 3D shapes in Moho, but not anything serious.
Just like cubes.
They're just like cubes, for instance. I did an animation one time
Cubes.
where I needed to animate cubes of sugar. This is what I used. So if you move it around the camera, depending on where it's you position it on the camera, you can have this side showing or this side showing, and you can animate the orientation yourself.
That's crazy.
So you find out that it's, there is something I'm looking for. So if you remember the remember the Jagger animation that we showed at TimeBender Fest, where Malanga said was making this year, and the smoke was coming out of his green. This was the smoke I used. So it's a very heavy. This thing is still
It's very heavy, it's very light.
this camera is also still on. So.
It's very light.
Did you import the image for this? Did you import the image for this?
No,
Made it yourself.
no, it's there in Moho. So this is what it looks like inside of Moho. But when you render it out, it looks a little bit different. It's going to take some time to render because it's particles. This is what it looks like after you render it. So particle layers are one of the layers you can create in Moho. Particle, as you can see here. And they can be very heavy. Like this system, the top spec system, but you can see how it's hanging. Like it's not playing smoothly. You can see how it's hanging when I'm trying to put this animation. So if you you're making an animation and you have particles in your animation, you need to just prepare yourself because it's going to take you quite a few hours to render.
How hours? What do you call it now?
That's animation we did at TimeBender Fest. The Jagger animation. Jagger is animation that TimeBender Fest. It took about 13 hours total.
13 hours.
To render everything.
3 hours.
I had to render it in portions. I remember that day I just left the office here. I slept in this studio because it was taking so
Go
long.
live.
Anyway, so the next, you also have a rain particle effect. That makes it look like,
I like
it's raining. So, although I can create this particle effect myself, but it kind of saves you time when you have this already made. So if you ever have an animation to create that shows you falling, and simply just use this.
Barry, do you have YouTube?
The next one you can find on that screen is explosion. You can actually have an explosion effect. But it's very heavy. It's very, very heavy.
Yeah, it will take like a lot of time to render.
You take a whole, just this part is probably going to take maybe like 2-3 minutes to render, and it's just for like 1 second of animation.
Oh my god.
Should I should display for like 10 seconds or like
20 minutes. You want to display a whole explosion for an hour. Nobody's going to watch that.
So if you ever decide to animate full time, it's always good to watch your lessons. So you also can make snow particles. You can make snow particles under your particle effects. That make it look like it's snowing. This camera shape is still on, and I don't know what to do about it. Let me see if I can do it.
See?
Still shaking.
Guy, you can say, Dada, you can say, I love this.
Another thing you might want to know is a library in Moho. So it's usually okay, like a book that is open. So if you click on it, you're going to come to this window. Inside of here, you have like different things that different people who have used Moho over the years have created that you can use for your animation. Although most of them are low quality. They are actually quite low quality. It's not like I'm being. Most of them are low quality, and you might not have any use for them. But sometimes you might find some very. This is a character, a rabbit character, basically. Yes.
Yeah.
Girl character.
That's
I forgot too much it does.
Mm.
But it's not very good. So you might not need to use it. I think this is a frame by frame animation. So with Moho you can also do frame by frame animations, but it's quite difficult. Very difficult. So you can.
Oh my goodness. That's like something like Disney animates. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he bounced it like he bounced off it.
This one is, this is drawing now,
Because it bouncy pass.
right?
It bouncing.
Right.
I think Jen is.
So you can do frame by frame animations with Moho, but you need a drawing tablet because you're going to be drawing a lot of frames. It gives you a lot more flexibility. Like you can't create a rig that's going to do the same, except you create multiple specific rigs and you switch between each of them at different points in the animation, which is very complex to do, but it's very much doable. So you can find something like that here. You might know this. You might know this one. It's basically. I don't know why this handshake has refused to go off. So there are so many different animations, and sometimes what I normally do is when I'm stuck using my animations and I don't have any ideas on how to progress, I just go through Moho over and find out how they did certain things and try to copy them. So this Space Woman character has 2 layers, and you might be wondering what those 2 layers are for, which is going to bring us to the next and probably the final thing I want to show you. So let's assume that this girl is. Let me put it myself onto the download. Okay, let's assume that this girl is standing on a glossy surface that looks kind of like glass. That's 2.
What are you doing?
Okay.
So let's assume she's standing on this surface and it's glossy, kind of like glass.
Is there a way to make it glossy?
Her reflection is showing on it. It's the same process. If you want to create a character that is looking through the mirror, it's the same process. Or looking at themselves in the mirror, it's the same process but with extra steps. But to do that, you need to have first finished your entire animation. Then you see this tool here called reference. Why did not change? Change called reference layer. Can you see it? Reference layer. If you click on it, you're going to create another layer of your character. There's now another of this girl up here. So if you look at, I can't make my signs bigger, so you might not be able to see it. I believe you should be able to see it now. So you can see that this bone on top has an arrow pointing down to this one. Can you see it? There's an arrow here pointing down to this other layer. So what it's saying is that this layer is a reference of this one. So if I move this layer now, I can take this layer and flip it horizontally. Sorry, flip it horizontally and flip it vertically rather. Then I can bring it on that half like this. Then go to layer settings and reduce the opacity. So maybe something like this. Now it's going to look like she's standing on a kind of a glass surface. I can add some extra things. Let me try. Sorry. Let me make it white. So yeah, let me make it white. Like this. So I can add some extra things to this to let me reduce the opacity of this one and turn off the stroke. Now I can just take this, sorry. I can just take this and do something like this. So let me make this one now. And I just copy it, copy C, copy V, and copy. It's going to take me some time to edit this thing now. Let me just try it so that you can understand what I'm trying to show. So I can just add more and more and more of this to make this surface actually look like glass. Yeah. And it looks like her reflection is showing through it. So but all I just did was I took her reference layer, I created a reference layer for the character, and then I flipped it vertically, brought it underneath her, reduced the opacity, and we had this look. Now if I want it to look like a mirror, okay, so if I want it to look like a mirror, I can just drag it aside and flip it this way. Okay, well, let me move this other way. Sorry. Let me move this other way. I don't know why that camera is shaking, please obey me.
Didn't you go to the picture?
I've gone there, but it's not turning off. So I'm just going to create a new layer. And I'll paste this one together in this new layer. Right. Let me delete this. Okay. So I just moved the girl to a different Moho project, so we don't have that camera actually distracting us. If you want to create a mirror, it's basically the same process, but with extra steps. So let's say I'm trying to create a. Let me add something else to the mirror so it has a nice frame. This is to like 20. Okay. And my mirror has a nice frame. Let me use that chain.
Go and open the door.
I think we can skip this. It's not really necessary. But when you're on the character layer, you just click on the reference image. You've created a new reference image. Now I'm going to take this one down. And let me change this to video. But I'll need to put both of them inside the new layer. For that, I'll move this scale. I'll move this scale here. Now I can put them in a group with selection. And if all of these things are advanced things, I'm just showing you guys what is possible with Moho. Before I show you how the sports animation is done as a video.
But I don't think we should do that because they said that we will not export it.
section is not.
Didn't they say that commercial use is forbidden or not?
No, commercial use is for sales. If you're trying to sell it, that's where the problem is there. So it looks strange, and the reason why it looks like this here in Moho is because the masking of the girl's hat and hair is competing for relevance with the masking of the mirror I just did now. But if I render it, it's not going to look that way. It's going to show like she's inside here. So if I take this mirror layer, I can end it this way, and maybe take her character and make it smaller. I can even reduce the opacity of a character also.
It's not really. Yeah.
Take this one. Use the opacity small. I can add.
I stop giving up to them.
So
What is even going on?
like this, it kind of looks like a mirror now. So I'll just show you guys how to create a reflection. So if you want to character to look like, let's say she's maybe adjusting her hat or looking at herself in the mirror, try to motivate herself. You can have,
Yeah, shoes down there.
it's not going to show when you render it.
Look
It's
at
just
the
going to
face.
show, it's just going to show in your workspace. But this is how it's going to look like when you render it.
Look at
Where is the mirror bending?
I bent it very quickly, but I can straighten back if I.
You said the mirror is possessed because you're not
Look
looking at
showing
the
me.
mirror.
What is it?
She said the mirror is possessed. It's possessed. She's not looking at the mirror.
Another thing you should notice, whatever you do on the main layer, so if you just do a simple duplicate layer and you have two characters in your animation, so what am I saying? If you make an adjustment to the main layer, to the main character, it doesn't affect the duplicates. But if you do a reference layer and you make an adjustment to the main layer, for instance, I've deleted all the animations on the main layer, you can see that even the one on the reference layer is going to be deleted. Let's say I come here. Okay. For that, let me flip this scale. Okay. So let's say I come to this frame and I turn ahead. So I can make her.
She's like me. She's like to me.
Can you guys
A
stop?
she looks like a he.
Please.
Can you stop what you're doing?
It's like, I just want to run everything.
So what time do you want to? See what time do you want to?
Yes. You've been showing me that like 30% of the stuff you don't do is me.
Sit down properly.
I'm not showing you because I want you to do all of this now. I'm just showing you because I want you to know what to do.
Anna.
Very soon. After the break, the class is actually going to end. So
Go sing sound.
We are sit properly.
Oh my God.
I'm animating the wrong cycle, I don't care. I'm animating the wrong cycle, I don't care.
I know I don't find that.
So this is basically how you animate a lecture.
Yep.
Looks like there's actually someone behind you.
Yeah, it looks like she wants to knock on the person's door or something.
I told you the mirror is possessed.
It seems quite weird.
Children for less
Maybe because there's no
So the
walls.
last thing, it's because there's no other thing in the environment.
That's probably why it looks so
My control has, I've run out of controls.
It's not working again.
So control has a limit. For Alex, I like spamming control has a limit.
I mean,
So
I
when you
know
press
this is
it a
like-
certain number of times, you won't be able to control C anymore.
Why?
Yeah, it has a memory.
I never noticed that.
So is it like it stops forever or it stops
No,
forever?
it stops for this particular action. I need to start animating again.
Damn.
So to make control
Oh
C.
my God. How did you cope with those 13 hours that you have been at
You have to be nice.
No comment.
It's cool for resident.
Luckily, I had already copied
How you
the
big
ones
right
of
there,
layer,
yeah, then.
so I still have it.
You're watching and then
Okay, so the final thing I would like to show you is how to export your animation as a video. Um, how to export your animation as a video. So assuming you've already
Dad, are you
finished your
whispering
animation
Moana at me?
and you're satisfied with the way your animation looks.
What did she say?
Dad, are you whispering singing Moana at me?
Are you whispering one as me?
So if you're satisfied with what your animation looks like, make sure you save first before you start exporting, before you start rendering. If you don't save before you start rendering, it's going to start rendering from the last save. Let's say you're animating for like 1 hour, and the last time you saved was 30 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
Then you decide to render without pressing Ctrl S first. You will only render what you did for the previous 30 minutes, not up to the 1 hour you worked. So I had this issue when I started.
Isn't it like auto save Moho?
Yes, there is autosave. In the current versions, there is autosave.
So can't you like
Don't click
It autosaves for you because of crashing, not because of rendering. So if your mobile crashes, it's certain it autosaves every 5
Yeah.
minutes or thereabouts. Either every 5 minutes or every 3 minutes, I can't remember.
Are you matching
So that's if
her
your-
charger? You want to spoil it? Wow.
So that if your mobile crashes, you can still have your file to return back to. But you can't always bank on the autosave because there are times when the autosave doesn't work.
Is it like those times where you say that you recovered your files?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what it says recovered. Yeah, there are some files you didn't save before. If you want to recover them, and you click yes. So mobile sometimes helps you. But if you're working on big projects, sometimes they can't save enough of the project for you. So I had a very terrible experience one time where I was already done with the work, but my mobile crashed, my old laptop, the mobile crashed, and the file was corrupted. So what can happen sometimes when your mobile crashes is that your file gets corrupted, and you can't open the file anymore.
Can you cry?
So you have to start over. One of the things that I did, and I still do sometimes to help myself, is when I'm animating, I animate to a particular point, especially if my deadline is quite long. I delete everything I've already animated and start over by myself. So with doing that, I've kind of trained myself to not feel lost whenever I lose my files. So I'm just start over again. And it also helps me get better at animation because I've noticed that whenever I do that, the second time I'm animating the whole thing, I do it faster and I do it better because I've done it before. So it's quite helpful sometimes. Anyway, so before you export your animation, make sure you press Ctrl S to save it again. Then you go to the file. There are 2 ways you can export your animation. The first way is with Ctrl E. It's using the export animation. And what this does is it activates the threads in your system. Moho activates the threads in your system to export the animation. Let me show you what that looks like. So these are your system's threads. This system is quite high end, so it has a lot of threads. I want to see how long this is going to take us.
Oh, is this how we render?
This is one of the ways you can render. This method uses the system's threads to render.
I feel like this would take forever. Like,
Can you hear the sound of the system?
I thought it was raining.
oh, I thought it was like some fun.
I thought it was raining.
So you can see that it's using 4 CPUs.
thought it was raining.
Using 4 CPUs.
4 CPUs to render. And this animation is just 4 seconds. And it's been about 45 to 50 seconds now. And it's still rendering.
So, if you can see the amount of noise.
It sounds like rain.
I mean, my phone is not. I'm not rendering my phone because of my fan is not.
I thought anything.
My fan is not.
Don't worry, to see render. What your system will do is it might use lesser, it might use fewer cores to render, so it doesn't put so much strain in your system.
It's okay, that one will say.
Dad, are you whispering singing?
This has rendered as a
Wanna
video now,
at me?
and I can upload this video on any platform. The second way to render, in this way I can't really track how long it takes to render with this. I just have to guess and then watch my time. But with the second method of rendering, Moho exporter. Sorry.
Stare at it.
So with the second method is Moho exporter, and this is the one I normally use to. This is the one I normally use to render my animations. Because with this one I have a lot of
What did he tell you that you've already rendered?
I have lots of I have the settings here that I can use to determine how my render should go. For instance, I can determine how much of my animation I want to render. This animation is 132 frames. So this animation covers 132 frames. It just goes over 4 seconds. So I can decide to only render 10 frames. I can decide to render 50 frames. So sometimes when my animation is very long, I break my rendering into different portions.
And that Jagger, or you broke it into
Yes,
4
I broke it
corners.
into. So it. How did you remember that? Did I tell you? I didn't remember that I broke it into.
Because you told us.
Are you serious? I can't remember saying mentioning.
Yes, I heard it's
Because I
saying.
have aura.
Yeah, alright. Authentic memory.
You have so many settings here that you can use
You say authentic memory.
Optimize
to
your.
optimize your. Here you can change the name of your file when you're rendering. But it's made done with everything in so it's fine. You can just press OK and press this play button here to start your rendering. So with this, you can see
Why are you
how
going
much
there?
time it takes to render. And this one sometimes is faster. This rendering is faster most of the time than the other one. But with this rendering, you can keep track of how long it's taking to render your animations. That's how I knew I took 30 hours to render the total of 30 hours. So you can see it's been 22 seconds and 4 seconds, and it's rendered in 30 seconds. Let's see how long this simple animation takes us.
Isn't it supposed to like tell you that you've already rendered it?
No, it doesn't show you the render.
Oh.
But you can overwrite previous renders. I'll show you in a moment how to overwrite the render.
Ada, you guys. Ada. Ada.
So it's been 1 minute and 2 seconds now, and it's still ready. So it took 1 minute and 5 seconds. I don't know if you saw it.
Yes.
I'm not sure. So it took 1 minute and 5 seconds to render this particular
The
animation.
other one was around 1 minute and 20 seconds. So you're only saving 15 seconds.
Yes, and this is just a 4 second, a 5 second animation. It's just one character and one environment.
Yeah.
So
And the environment is not even like.
and it's just a picture. The environment is just a picture. So there are no points or vectors. If this environment was the one we were creating earlier, where we are creating the walls, the chairs, and those other things, the render time is going to increase more. And if there are like 3 or 4 characters on the screen now, the render time is also going to increase. Like the dad, for instance. The render time is also going to increase by maybe another 45 seconds. So the more you have on your animation, the longer it will take it to render. So that is another thing you should bear in mind. There are some times where you can't spend any way around it, you just have to render it like that. So anyway, that is how you render an animation. So just go to File, go to either Export Animation or Moho Exporter. The other export methods are quite complex. Like here, you can actually, right now you can actually export from Moho to your game development software. So if you're using Unreal Engine or Unity or Blender, for instance, you can use this to export it to that particular, what do you call it now? Game development software.
Wait, this FPS. I don't know. Yes,
So you can export the image.
Yes, but it takes some extra settings that I don't know how to set, so I can't teach it to you. Anyway, that is all for our class.
Thank you for teaching us.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank you.
you get to do
You're
your
welcome.
internship.
You're welcome.
I'm going to stay in the class because we never see you
It's
again.
not FPS, yeah.
I mean, I'm just working.